your, yeah, there we go. Sorry, my thing's recording now. Okay. So, I mean, if you're not doing a 3-3 for Facebook, you're doing belly to belly. I know Chris is doing a little bit of everything. That's what I do. But I mean, if you are really wanting to do really well in your business, if you want to make $500 to $20,000 a month, well, that's a big gap. But I mean, if you want to get to Ruby and keep going, you have to take this seriously and treat it like a business. So if you guys all, I thought it would be great if we all kind of went around and kind of discuss what we did every day to grow our business and what gets us excited. Chelsea, do you want to start and say what you do every morning?
Yeah. Basically, I wake up and the first thing I do, it's second nature now, is to put a post out. And it's usually a lifestyle post that implements It Works into it. It's not even necessarily, a side-by-side of the wraps or anything like that, or a product post. It's just something positive, and you can get these little positive quotes and memes. I think they're called memes, I don't know. But you can get them on Pinterest. You get a lot of cute motivational things. And I like to start my day that way, to be honest. Set the tone for people's days, especially on Monday. Everybody's going to work, everybody's hating Monday, but we get a chance to kind of be that positive light to them. So if people see how excited we are, maybe they'll want to hop on with us. So that's kind of the first thing I do. And then whenever I go out and about during my day, I always keep my Blitz cards on me. It's not something I always did, but as my business grew, I knew that I needed to be more vocal out in public. And I'm a pretty vivacious person. I could probably talk to a brick wall if it would talk back. But yeah, just kind of getting a feel if I'm ever out to lunch or dinner or, shopping, and there's a really sweet cashier. I ask her what she does. Say, hey, is this the only thing that you do? And they respond. And I let them know, well, I work for this really great health and wellness company, and you have such a sweet personality. I would love to give you more information about it. Get their name. Sometimes look them up on Facebook, just depending on how much time we have. But no matter what, they get my card and my information, and I get their name, and I can look them up later. So that's just kind of something you can do belly to belly with, anybody, really. So
yeah, that's awesome, Chelsea. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
Robin, what do you do every day?
Well, kind of the same thing Chelsea does, but I'll do like an inspirational quote. That's my first thing. And then I usually send out 3 to 5 friend requests. I'll go through like mutual friends and just send those out. And then usually I'll read like 10 minutes a day. And then, like the same thing when I'm out and about with Blitz cards. Since I work from home, I'm not out that much, but I mean, just like I'll run into people like at Dollar General or whatever, So I'll just give a Blitz card.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, and actually, I was at the grocery store last week, and there was a lady there that was. She had samples of alcohol, like some gin and vodka. And so
Robin's all over that.
she had these shots that she was letting people sample. So yeah, it was so funny because I'm like, oh, this is really good. And so we were just chatting, and I just, I pulled out a Blitz card and showed it to her, and she was all interested. And then I flipped my phone around. She found. She looked herself up on Facebook, and then I sent her a friend request. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I went and bought a bottle of vodka.
And she put her greens in it. I'm joking. That's awesome.
That could be good. That actually could be good.
I mean, you're getting nutrition. Come on.
Yeah. And it was cucumber flavored vodka.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Awesome, Robin. Thanks. Tori, what about you? What you've been doing every day? I know you're a social media queen too.
Well, as always, like everybody does, like first thing when I wake up, you're on your cell phone. You scroll through Facebook, you look at Instagram and Snapchat. Like I check all 3 of them to see my notifications. And I try to put a post up on Facebook. Like this morning I did, because I don't work on Mondays. So I posted on Facebook that I got my son and put him in bed with me, and then when we went back to sleep, because I get to stay home on Mondays and I don't have to work. And I said, thanks, it works. But I add new people daily on Facebook, at least 5 people daily on Facebook. And I don't message them right away, but I do start interacting on their posts a lot, commenting and building those relationships. When you treat somebody as a friend, they're more likely going to like confide in you and they'll want to join you.
Yeah.
I work mainly through social media. I do work 3 days a week, and so that gets tough because it's usually like 10, 12-hour days. But that's when I do a lot. Like when I sit down, I'll at least put a post up and try to answer back to messages. But at least when I sit down, put a post up. And I post a lot, like too much.
I post a lot too.
I do too.
But you know what? It works for me. And you guys, the biggest thing with this business that people forget, people are joining you. Like I said, I put that post up today on Facebook today. And remember, I've been doing this a year and a half. So if you've just started, please do not compare yourself to anyone else who's been doing this months and months. If you treat it like, if you treat it like a business and you're consistent, I mean, you guys, after I went to Diamond, and I know I tell this story all the time, but it's part of my story. I had a whole bunch of, Chelsea's laughing at me. I had a whole bunch of girls that like literally stopped doing anything. They were too cool to be on Facebook, and, it sucked, but you know what? I could have just quit, but I just kept going. Like I didn't show anybody, nobody else knows that. I mean, I got to Diamond, I earned my $10,000 bonus. And then right after that, I kept going though. I never quit. And then, then I went to double in February. But I mean, everyone, if you work with your team, you can do so well in this. Like I always love it's always the same people who show up to things. And I've never been given a customer. I've never been given a distributor. Please don't ask your upline for a customer or distributor. I know who's working. Trust me, I know who's working. We all know who's working. And I mean, I have a business to run too. I'm not going to put 5 customers or 5 distributors underneath someone, but your time will come. If you are working your business, I promise you your time will come. There's some of you that are rock stars getting customers, and you're like, I mean, if someone is running for a promotion or if someone is so close to something, I will always, always help them. But everybody has their own business to run. If someone's messaging me or something and I don't get back to them right away, it's because I'm talking with someone else. So please don't worry if your upline doesn't respond to you right away. That's why we have our other leaders. That's why we have the team page. That's why we have all the other pages, just because it's, the girl who signed me up, she's on my Facebook. She never talked to me again. Like, I don't want anyone ever feeling that they're left behind. So nobody should ever feel left behind. Guys, we're all in this together as a team. We have the chats. If you need help with anyone on your team, if you are starting out and you don't have your first distributor yet, don't even worry about it. Like, I thought I would literally sign up and I'd have all these people who would join me right away. They are watching you. I have people who've been watching me who just joined me now, and they've been like, I've been watching you for a year. So people are watching you. I really recommend to build relationships. I'm constantly, every single day, I'm intentional. And every single day, my plan is to connect with people and plant seeds. I mean, that doesn't mean every day I get customers. I think some people think that the people who are like higher ranked are getting all these customers and distributors every day, but everybody is doing the same thing. Everybody should be doing their steps to success. If you get 4 customers every month, if you can get 3 distributors, I mean, not everybody's going to get 3 distributors every month, right? But I mean, I had a time there where I had really been planting seeds and I got 12 distributors in like a week's time. And I was like, oh my gosh, but it was all people that I had been working on and planting seeds with. So, I mean, if you talk to someone once, they're probably not signing up. If you talk to them 8 times about the opportunity, they're probably going to sign up, So don't give up on people. I bugged Chelsea. She bugged Tori. There's other people on here that I wanted to join the team too, and they're not going to join on the very first time you talk with them. So remember why you joined. You watched someone probably for a while too before you joined. And the biggest thing is honestly, you have to fall in love with the products. You have to fall in love with the opportunity, or else your business isn't going to run full force. You know, that being said, that doesn't mean you have to spend $500 a month and go buy all this product, right? But it does mean that, you know, you have to be passionate about what you're doing. I mean, I've tried all the products now. I mean, I don't buy them every month, but I buy what we need, and I always have wraps on hand. Because I always find people on Instagram or Facebook that want to buy a box of wraps off me, and whether, you know, they just want to do a one-time thing, or, you know, they're just not ready to commit to the loyal customer plan. I mean, of course you want your loyal customers, but sometimes people just want to buy a box of wraps. And then I love doing online parties. And if you have someone that you really want on your team, honestly, tell them. Like, I have, so many people in my head right now that I want on my team, and I will tell them. I mean, they might not respond to you. They might totally ignore you and write back to you in a week from now. They might just not be ready right now, but you have to tell those people. I've had two people who just signed up with me who were customers under Presidential Diamonds. And I asked them, I said, why did you join with me? And they said, well, Tanis, you're always so excited and passionate, and you're always talking about your business. I see how excited you are. Like, I wanted to join your team. And there's another one, Chelsea. Actually, there's a girl under your team, and I actually had the Double Diamond message me saying, oh, so-and-so just joined your team. Like, that was one of my customers. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. He says, no. He says, I never offered her the opportunity. He's like, you know, she obviously was friends with someone, and she was excited about your team, and that's totally fine. I just, you know, it's that guy on the Double Diamond page with the big beard, personal trainer.
Oh God.
He was really nice. He was a really nice guy. And I said to him, like, I will never go and try and poach people's customers or distributors. I don't roll that way. I have lots of sidelines that want to join my team, and I take that as a compliment. But I will never go and like try and take people from other people's teams and stuff. Like, I don't roll that way. But at the end of the day, a customer can join whoever they want. If they feel more comfortable joining one person's team, you know. I mean, you guys, we have a really, not every other team has like group pages like us, and a training page and a post page and chats and weekly Zooms and parties and, you know, trainings, the distributor training that Robin does. I promise you, so many direct sales, you sign up and you are like, you're a money sign to them. To me, that's the silliest thing ever. I was added to like 2 or 3 groups today. Like, one girl from that skincare I told you guys about, and nothing against the skincare company that she does, but you want to ask people before you're joining them to events and parties, or just your team or your page or whatever you're doing. That's crucial, because it's rude. Like, I haven't talked to this girl for years, and she just like added me. Maybe if she messaged me and was like, hey, I just started my business and I'm really excited about it, I'm happy for her, you know. But you have to build this is a relationship business. If you're not working with your team and your downline, don't expect them to be working with their team and their downline. So it's super, super important that you stay connected. Carissa, can I ask you what you do every day? Chris is like on fire.
I do everything. It really depends on the day. Like, we have 5 kids. We have 4 in home with us all the time, from like a year-old to 10 years old. So we're all over the map. So I really have to schedule and plan stuff ahead of time. I'm really big on lists, and I keep a little notebook with me everywhere. I plan my day the night before. I find that works best. I plan out roughly what I need to do, who I need to call. I mean, I don't make a list of, you know, if I'm going to go through my 100 list, I don't make a list of like the 100 some odd people I want to message. But I mean, if I have phone calls to make, if I have whatever, like, even if it's not It Works related, and I have a time for It Works and a time for other stuff, so I don't get too overwhelmed. And I even have, sometimes I get a little crazy. Like, I'll even have down like what I plan to post, like good morning, motivational, something funny, certain product post, etc., etc. And that really helps, because if we're on the go all day and we've got the kids going here, going there, if I've got my notebook with me and, you know, I've got my list of who I need to talk to, who I need to follow up with, my chart, and my to-dos for the day, and what I need to post, it keeps it from getting too overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then this month I'm really trying to step out of my comfort zone more and do the belly-to-belly thing. And I'm utilizing that by using areas that are easy to break out of my comfort zone. For instance, using my kids, if they're doing something, talking to the parents that are there, or you know, just something that's going on in the community, like if there's fireworks or if there's something we're already out and about doing, because talking to strangers still isn't my strong suit. So yeah, I figure if I can challenge myself to talk to so many people, even if it's, again, not It Works related, but if I talk to, you know, get out of there and talk to 20 people, eventually that's going to get easier and more comfortable and lead to work anyway. Yeah, I don't know, I guess that's about my day in a nutshell.
That's awesome, Carissa. Thank you. And I will tell you guys this, you have to be intentional in your business if you want to promote. If you just think it's going to happen, you'll be waiting a while to promote. But if your goal this month is to, you know, get that far, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are close to promoting to Diamond. There's probably 4 or 5 of you that I can think of. But I mean, you guys, it can happen. I went from Ruby to Diamond in 1 month and I was working my butt off. Like I had to make it happen. We needed the money. If you don't really need it, or if you're just kind of, you know, doing this for fun, I mean, that's fine too. But if you really need it, like, you know, do one-on-ones, do, you know, contact, like if you're contacting 2 people a day, that's not enough. I usually contact probably 10 people a day. I mean, today I actually was just getting organized and I actually didn't connect with anybody today, but I actually had 2 girls that I've been working on message me. So again, I've been planting seeds with people. I've planted seeds with people and they haven't responded to anything. And then all of a sudden they message me out of nowhere. So when people are not liking and commenting on your posts, the same thing goes for me. Everybody who likes my posts are you guys, you know. I can always count on Monique to like my post. She's always liking my post.
Yeah, that's true. I like everything.
You're awesome. But don't, you know what, honestly, like, just don't worry about it. Nobody's liking or commenting on my posts, and I've been doing this for 1.5 years. So, and that stops a lot of people from staying consistent. And God, it drives me crazy. Like, not drives me crazy, but there's so many people who are so inconsistent in their business, and then they come back and they're like, well, nothing's happening. And I feel like saying, well, hello, you haven't been consistent. You know, people are watching you and they want to see how passionate you are. I mean, I'm not pointing out anyone in general, but you guys, I was literally having anxiety when I didn't have internet on my phone on the other day. And I said, Jay, you need to go make a post for me. I haven't been on Facebook and I haven't been in my group page. Like, it's super important to stay connected. If you're not connecting with your downline, like, it's not good. I mean, people promote together. I mean, our last big promotion, we had like, oh my gosh, I think we had like over 20 people promote, and everybody promotes because everybody wants to promote together. If you're just kind of waiting for it to happen, I mean, you could wait 2 years to go Ruby. I mean, I've seen it. There's some girls, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're consistent and you're intentional and you're like, okay, today I'm going to get this week I'm going to get a distributor, I'm going to get 2 customers, like, you can totally do it, but you just have to follow up with people. And you have to, you know, platform like what you're doing. Like, it's so important to just, you know, like, this sounds like, just own it. Like, own what you're doing. Like, be so confident even if you're not. Like, I remember before I went Diamond, and I wasn't making tons of money yet, but like, I told myself, okay, I'm going to be a top earner in this company. I went to my conference as a distributor with a couple customers, and I came back and I was like, I can do this. But people are only going to join you if you believe that you can do it. Because if you don't believe you can do it, That noise.
Function.
If you-
Okay. Type
if
in
you
your
guys-
phone number and swipe your debit card, and then everything's linked up to your phone.
Can you guys unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Can
Well,
you guys
we
mute
just
yourself?
mentioned they're from Omaha, and their business is
Cindy?
really growing, and she's like, if I ever have any.
Oh, that's not Cindy. No.
Well, we know, we know.
Can you guys mute yourself if you guys have background noise?
So anyway, she hit me up, so me and Haley are both going to work with her
Who's that
tomorrow.
talking?
Oh, wow, cool. We're going to Short Hills.
Do you guys hear that, or is that just me hearing
I
that?
hear that
Oh, we
too.
hear it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's Cindy.
Cindy?
My phone highlights her.
Cindy, can you mute yourself, please?
Hi.
Can you mute yourself? We hear everything that's going on.
Sorry.
That's okay. We love you. That's okay. Cindy, while you're on, tell us what you're doing every day. Just because you're so cute and I love talking to you. Now she doesn't want to talk. Cindy? Where'd she go? Cindy,
Are you guys real?
Hello.
where'd she go? Cindy?
Like, are they talking to us? Like,
How do I mute this without turning down the volume?
There she is.
No, we hear you. Cindy, we hear you.
Sorry.
No, we want you to talk.
hello?
Erica.
How do I mute this?
Oh, God. So funny. Joanna? Hi.
I am.
Joanna, what are you doing every day?
Girl, I
Girl.
I do whatever I can. I have a 5-year-old, a 21-month-old, and a 6-week-old. So it just depends on what happens. I have alarms set on my phone, though, for like when it gets crazy to remind me, like, hey, you need to post something. If I didn't have my alarms, I probably would never have a post. And I don't always like post one every time the alarm goes off. But like today I had an off day, but because we had like a million and things fall apart from 7:30 in the morning on. But I post it when I can, and I try to focus on life posts, like relatable posts.
Yeah, your posts are really good.
I feel like that works best for me because I've gotten the most feedback from people. Like, and even on like days like today, like I had a day like you had, and I didn't get to post a ton, but I had like people that I had planted seeds with like months ago, all of a sudden just randomly message me and say, I'm ready to join your team. And I'm like, what? You know, so, I post when I can, and I try to do life posts and not salesy posts because I do a lot of videos. Like videos work for me. I may look a hot mess and I don't care, but I like doing videos instead of typing out a big long 2-paragraph thing that I don't think anybody's going to read anyway. If I do a video, then people are more apt to watch it, and I can tell how many people have watched it, and so that works for me. And then I blitz when I'm out and about, you know. I like talking to people, and I had a cashier actually last night that I blitzed because she was like, you know, I'm a single mom with 3 kids, and she was talking about not having enough money to buy what I was buying at the grocery store. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to give you my card. And I told her about the business, and I told her to look me up on Facebook. So
that's awesome.
I try to do what Chelsea says, and I try to just live it, you know?
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, honestly, I know even when I first started, like, and I didn't have a team, like, if you have a team that's not working, like, don't worry about it. Like, focus on new people. Like, you run with your runners, you can walk with your walkers, but do not sit around with people who don't see the vision. I mean, I was telling Robin about this yesterday because we chatted on the phone. You guys, a year ago, I had 30 distributors, and out of those 30 distributors, I maybe only have 4 or 5 of them left. And because people quit. And out of those 4 or 5 people, only like 2 or 3 of them, I mean, 2 of them are diamonds. And then the other people are just kind of doing it for fun, which is fine. My first 2 distributors I signed up in the business, are great people, but they never really cared to make money with it, which is fine. And they still do it for fun, and that's totally fine, you know, but at the end of the day, whether you sign 2 distributors in your first month or it takes you a while, as long as you're intentional, you will sign people up. And if you are working with your upline and your team, they notice that and they're going to help you. But, you know, if I asked my upline, who is basically Jackie now, because the girl who, and Steph, of course, but Jackie's our president of upline. So if I ever asked someone for a customer, which I never would, or a distributor, like, people would laugh in your face. So never, ever, ever ask for a customer or distributor, because it's up to you to work your business and work with your team. You know, I've placed people, and I will always help people who are consistent with their business and working their business. But I mean, I also have my business to run too. And if you can build your own team, it's way better. It's way, way better. I do place people if it's, you know, for promotions or anything. I mean, we have an amazing team, you guys. Like honestly, I see all the people who are staying connected, and it's really exciting for me. So, I mean, like I said, I had 30 distributors a year ago, and now I'm looking at my phone, I'm at 397 distributors. And so, I mean, out of those 397, I mean, only like 10 to 20% of the, I mean, you might have a rock star team, and that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And I know when I started out, I didn't have a rock star team, but I just kept looking for my runners. And then I had people that came into my business, you know, I mean, I always had, you know, Victoria and Robin, they were with me from the beginning. And I don't know, is Victoria on here right now? I don't think so. I think she's busy. She's busy moving. But you know what? Don't worry about if you sign someone up and I've had people I sign up and like, I can't even get on the phone with them, and they don't get onto Facebook, and they just go off and do their own thing. Like I can't help people unless they want to do it too. Right. So focus on your runners. What's this? Rihanna. With IG, if I have people like my posts, I always send them a message, but no one messages me back. You keep messaging them. Okay, I'm just asking her what she messages. So with Instagram, you guys, it's a totally different market. Who's typing? Is that Rihanna typing? Rihanna, do you want to just talk instead? Rihanna?
Sorry, I had to get back to the screen.
Oh, okay. So you guys, Rihanna's asking about Instagram. So you guys, I will tell you with Instagram, unless you really grow your network on Instagram, it's hard. Like, it doesn't happen right away. Okay. Like, even Juliana, the top recruiter, she had 35,000 followers when she started her business. That's why she's such a great recruiter, right? I mean, she has that network. I'm not saying that's because she's, I mean, a great girl, don't get me wrong, right? But if you already have a large network, you have that network of people that you can work on. But I mean, it doesn't mean you can't do well in this business without it. I mean, you can totally work your cold network. So Rihanna, you were asking, so someone likes your post and then you message them back?
Yeah, so I just send them a message saying, thanks for liking my post, or like following me kind of thing. And then, I just say, you know, I'd love to talk to you about the product, depending on which one they respond to. If you have any questions or anything like that, message me, let me know, and kind of leave it at that.
So you write all that. See, I try and get a conversation going with them first. Okay. If someone likes something, I'll be like, hey girl, thanks so much for the like. And then they usually comment right back. I'll be like, I asked this girl today, I said, hey, where are you from? I didn't mention It Works at all. Because I obviously know she's liking my post. I didn't even know who she was. And now we're kind of chatting back and forth. And I'm not even talking about It Works at all. I'm building that relationship with her. and
so
chat.
what kind of stuff do you bring up? Like, what if there's not really anything, like this person, you can't really tell a whole lot from their Instagram and things like that. Like, what kind of stuff do you bring up?
Well, I say like, hey, how are you? Like, where are you from? Like, you know, and then, you know, always lead with a question, and then they'll ask you back. And then, I mean, some people just might not respond on Instagram, but I mean, I always follow up with people. I mean, Instagram, I prefer Facebook just because Instagram it does take a lot longer to build relationships. I mean, Chelsea, I know you're on Instagram too, but do you find that when you don't know the person, it's harder to build that relationship, right? So, I mean, I'll be like, hey, how are you doing? I won't write a whole big thing. If someone asks you about something or you know, messages you about something and you write to them a whole huge paragraph, they're going to go running.
Oh yeah, no, it's not you.
Like I'm not saying paragraph.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying in general, right? If you just say, hey girl, thanks so much for, you know, the you know, can I help you? Or, you know, where are you from? Like just something little like that. And then they can respond.
Okay.
You know, if I always check out their posts, you can start liking stuff on there. Like, do you go through and like stuff on their page too?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, with Instagram, all the customers and distributors I've gotten, well, most of the distributors were on Facebook with me too, because I've added them on Facebook. But if I've ever gotten a customer on Instagram, it's really because I've been like chatting back and forth with them for a while.
And then how do you bring the business up though? Like, how would you bring it into the conversation? That's things that I'm having a hard time doing.
You can ask them what they do if you want to. I kind of do something similar. And I just say, well, what exactly do you do for work? Or have you seen what I've been up to? I don't know. Just kind of randomly start conversation in that sense.
Yeah, and make it really casual. I mean, I like Instagram, but again, you really have to build it. You have to have like 1,000 people almost on Instagram for it to really work.
Mm-hmm.
If you have like 30 or 50 or like 100 people, it's not enough. It's not. Same thing with Facebook. You have to keep building your network. If you have, you know, 100 friends on Facebook, you know, you have to build your network because out of 100 people, you know, like, I mean, again, I've had people I thought who would totally support me in this business, and the ones who've joined my team weren't necessarily the ones that I thought would join my team, you know. And then I had when I first joined, I had like my dream team in my head. I had 5 people. Like when you join this business,
What's that?
Oh wow. You want to connect with those people, like whether they're friends of yours or sidelines or someone that you know who would be amazing at this, you have to tell them, because I promise you, one of the girls who just joined our team, an old friend of mine, I asked her, I said, why did you join with me? And she was a customer underneath a top earner. And she said, honestly, Tanis, like you just look like you really care. And, you know, I love your posts, and I'm like, I was excited, and I didn't really feel that way with her. And the girl she was a customer with is a great girl, nothing against her, but people have to want to join you, right? Like, I mean, if you're not consistent, you're not excited, you're not talking about it daily, people are not going to want to join your team.
That's true.
You know, so I know there's a lot of people who are getting like tons of customers. I mean, if it's like your first or second or third month in and you're not getting tons of distributors, don't worry about it. Like, honestly, like, don't even worry about it. I mean, change what you're doing. Ask people for referrals. You can ask your customers. I always ask my customers if they want to join my team. Always. Does anybody want to, see who's else on here? Does anyone else want to see who's all on here? Sorry, 1 second. So who's promoting this month?
I so want to promote this month, like so bad.
Who's that?
Monique.
Oh, hi, Monique. Sorry. So what are you doing to promote?
Honestly, I started doing this new thing where I join like makeup groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw recently, but I joined the group and, I got to know a lot of the girls who I'm friends with now. And I got almost 250 friends in one night on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that whole night, I didn't sleep for like 2 days because I got like 40 different people inboxing me about, the hair, skin, and nails. I like to share my results. So that's good too. And I just feel like that's planting seeds. So I just believe I'm definitely going to get there, even though it's going a bit slow, but it's definitely going to get there.
That's awesome. And again, it's just planting seeds. I mean, I know, Chelsea.
Yes, can
I ask you, and I'm not putting you on the spot, but when you first joined, like Chelsea's one, she joined and I honestly, when people join, you always have a good feeling about them. And I always believe in people and I always want people to want this. Chelsea, how long did it take you to get your first distributor?
4 months, and you actually gave him to me.
There you go. So I know some of you guys get a distributor in your first or 2 months. And again, the person I placed with Chelsea, I thought would be a rock star. And he basically worked the business for 2 weeks and it was like, I guess he wasn't rich yet, so he quit.
Funny how that happens.
So if you guys sign up a distributor and they're not connecting, honestly, move on. Like, you cannot force someone to do this. I always want people to do it, but I mean now Chelsea is working for Triple Diamond a year later. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
So Robin, what was your first distributor? Like your first or second month? Robin? I see her. Robin!
It looks like she's froze.
She froze.
I am unmuted. It was like, I think my second month, but neither one of them did anything.
Yeah. And it's normal.
So,
I remember joining. Yeah. I remember joining and I would say to Jackie, I'd be like, Jackie, I'm signing these people up and no one's doing anything. Like, what am I doing wrong? And Jackie like laughed at me. She's like, Tanis, that's so normal. Like, oh my gosh. If everybody I signed up, I'd be a millionaire by now. If everybody I signed up actually worked it and wanted the business. You guys, people sign up and they think that they're going to get rich overnight. And I promise you that's not how it works. But I can tell you, like a year from now, like, a year ago I was earning, like my highest diamond check was about $5,000. And then, I mean, that's not including, weekly bonuses. That's not going to be your first month. I mean, your first month, you're just getting going with your team. But that was my highest diamond check, and that's Canadian. So that's about, is that maybe $3,000 American? 3,500? I don't know. You guys, confusing to me. But you guys, when I first got my first, 5-figure check, like I literally, I just freaked out, like it's life-changing. My family needed it. I needed the money. So I understand when you guys are telling me you need the money, because we've all been there. And I wish I could go to all 400 of my distributors and put customers and distributors everywhere and build your teams. But honestly, you want to build your team yourself, because if you have someone else move people underneath you, it's fine, but you want to be building people too. You want to be bringing people in too, because the thing with this is that, there are so many people in this world. We're opening up in more countries too. I absolutely will help my team, but you want to be growing your business yourself too. I've had people who've promoted really quickly. Some people have jumped quickly in promotions, but again, you want to make sure you build strong, right? Chelsea, you were talking about that on your page the other day.
Oh yeah.
If you're close to diamond, yeah, run for it. But if you are like, you don't have that foundation yet, and you have 2 distributors right now and you have to get to diamond by this month, well, that's going to be kind of hard, right? Yeah. It can happen. It can totally happen. You see all those videos who people grow in like 1 month. it's great. I mean, I turned out okay. I had a diamond team, and I just kept working, and my team was fine. Like I kept building, because you can maintain by volume, and you can keep going. And then you're gonna bring those rock stars in, the people who want to join you. But it does not happen overnight.
I find when people give you distributors, it's harder to motivate your downline too, because you don't know them, so you don't know. I mean, you build a relationship, but at first it's very hard to motivate people you don't know at all.
Yeah, and I mean, I will move distributors, and I always try and move people where I think relationships will match and people will connect. And I always want to help everybody on the team. But remember, your time will come, and we all started at the same place. I mean, again, when I started, the girl who signed me up never spoke to me again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I mean, I don't want my team to feel this way. So, that's why we have the page. That's why we have the training page. That's why. But you guys, it's really important that you guys, learn too. We all have our own business. We're not by ourselves. But I mean, I don't go to any of my uplines anymore because, I know what I'm doing. I mean, of course, I go to them if I need help or support or guidance. But oh gosh, what's that? What is that? But of course, if you've been in the business a month or two, of course, you go to your team page, go to your uplines. You need, of course, there's some of you who I speak to every day. If I don't speak to you every day, that's why I put that post up on the team page. Like, if you want a team call, if you want to meet up, I'm always happy to help. But if you just message me, and I also have 30 other people messaging me, I try and get back to everybody as much as possible. But if you guys can't find something, ask the team page or ask your next upline. I mean, everybody's always willing to help. So
Candace, are you there?
Yeah.
Just a quick question, and if anybody can help me, that would be fabulous. I try to do my morning post, my afternoon post. I try to incorporate life, blah, blah, blah. I talk to people. I talk belly to belly. I blitz people, and
you rap people?
I don't rap people.
Oh, okay. So what do you mean belly to belly then?
Just talking to people.
Oh, okay.
Like when I'm out and about, and nothing is happening. And I'm not going to give up, but it's frustrating whenever I think it's amazing.
Did you ever do a launch party? I told you to do a launch party. Did you ever do a launch
party?
Okay. You did?
Yeah.
Like at your house?
Oh, no, I don't have friends like that.
What do you mean you don't have friends like that? What do you mean?
I have one friend that I'm friends with.
Like in your area?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, are you on Instagram, Misty?
Yes.
And are you working it daily?
Instagram, not daily. I try to. I'm still trying to get used to it.
Okay, I'm looking you up on Instagram. There you are.
The Oreo. Yeah.
Oh, your Instagram looks good. Looking at it right now. So, Misty, what is your main goal with the business?
My main goal is to be able to have my husband not work 2 jobs.
Okay. Carly.
And today, people liked my post on Facebook, and I immediately, as soon as I saw it, I private messaged them. Was like, "Hey, glad you liked my post." Or one of them was ThermoFit, and I said, love this product. I need a medium. And then no one ever messaged me back.
So honestly, that's normal. That happens to me too. I'll message someone or like something. I just stay connected with that person. Just because someone likes your posts doesn't mean that they're going to buy the product right then and there.
Okay.
Chelsea, what do you recommend to Misty?
I just feel like you guys think that I'm not doing anything, and I.
Oh no! I never said that. No. You what?
I feel that way because I haven't got anybody, and I was with the other team, and that was crumbled and was complete drama. And this team, I love, everybody's supportive, but I feel like I'm not going anywhere.
I would say honestly, sometimes it just takes time. It just really does. Like, people have to get comfortable. Like, usually if people like my post, I'll be like, oh, thank you for liking my post, and I'll leave it there. I'll message them like a day after or a day, like 2 days later, and we'll have a conversation. I'll build that relationship with them. But I personally just don't feel comfortable talking about the business right there and then because it scares them away.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm doing.
Misty, I also recommend that you work with your team more too, because like I know everybody has, I know you have your full-time job. I know you have kids. But I also know you guys, when I place distributors and I try and help people, I try and want everybody to connect. And I don't care if someone's getting 10 customers a day or it takes them a while to build their business. Everybody is important to me. So I don't want you to think that there isn't a spot for everybody on this team, because there 110% is. I've had girls on my team who, I have a girl on the team. She's actually really close to Diamond, and she's kind of gone MIA. There's still girls on her team that are doing amazing. And I know, I always want to help people, but
I thought I was going to meet you at 2912 when my thing was over.
What? Oh, hi, Susan.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Let me mute. Hold on.
I literally talked, and she's like, I was going to meet you. I was like, what is she talking about? Or someone?
She has the best laugh. Aw.
Okay, Carly's asking, I even have a launch party set up, but no one seems interested in coming. Does anyone blog? Okay, Carly, here's the thing. Even top leaders throw parties, and people don't show up. You guys, honestly, I was supposed to sign up 2 customers the other day, and then they ignored me, and then I wrote them back again, and then one of them just messaged me right now. People are busy. If someone doesn't show up to one party, don't throw in the towel. Like, honestly, I have seen people, friends don't see. How do people reach out to strangers because my friends don't seem interested? Why don't your friends seem interested? Carly, do you want to talk instead, or? Hi. Just unmute it. I'm going to just press unmute.
Hello?
Are you talking to me? Hi, Carly. Hi. You're the one typing, right?
I'm new to this.
That's okay. I'm glad that you're on. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, my Facebook friends and all that they don't seem interested, or even if I talk to them person to person, they say no.
Okay, so when did you join? Carly, when did you join?
About 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay. Okay, so not 2.5 years ago. Okay, so girl, let me tell you this. I've been doing this 1.5 years now. Some of my closest friends have never brought up anything to me. People are going to watch your excitement. Just don't let it bother you. I don't let anything bother me. Like, if you're just positive and confident. Sorry?
I think just trying to get the other 2 LCs by the end of the month is kind of weighing on me right now.
Well, I got my 4th LC on the 30th day. And I did too. I know some of these girls get 4 LCs in like a week, and I'm like, oh my God. It took me 30 days. It took me 30 days to get my 4 LCs.
Oh, okay.
And now, and my focus is so much on distributors now, but again, I've been doing this 1.5 years. Like, I was like you, I thought I would literally join and everybody would support me, but that's not the way it works. People are really going to watch you. People are going to watch you. Who did you sign up with?
Jennifer.
How long did you watch Jennifer until you joined?
A month or 2.
A month or 2? And what made you excited to join her?
I've been searching the internet for a few months already, trying to find some way of working, because I have an 11-month-old, so I would have to go to work soon.
Aw.
And I'm just not ready. I also have a special needs child too, so
Aw.
leaving, like going back to a business type job is a little hectic,
For sure.
to say the least. And so when I brought it up to Jennifer, I actually was.
Yeah, Jennifer's great.
I was actually doing surveys for 50 cents each about.
Aw.
So she's like, no, don't do that. join.
Aw.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna say, Carly, and every single person on here, and I know myself included, your attitude and how you work your business, whether you believe in yourself from day one or not, is everything. People, it doesn't matter if you don't have a customer yet or you don't have a distributor. People want to join with you because, you know that saying, fake it before you make it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so if you're down or you're like, oh, I haven't got a distributor, oh, I haven't got a customer, or nobody cares, nobody wants to buy my products. If you think that way, honestly, like that's not a good thing. You want to wake up in the morning. Who's typing? Is someone
can I speak a minute?
Is someone typing really fast? What's that noise? You hear that?
Yeah. That's not good to me.
Aw. Chelsea, what do you
Carly.
And Chelsea always says this too, because whether you're a ruby leader, an emerald leader, a diamond leader, we've all been in the same shoes, right? So honestly, like, I wake up some days, I feel down in the dumps, and then I know I'm gonna have a crappy morning or a crappy day if I feel that way. If I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a customer, I'm gonna get a distributor, I'm gonna have a great week. You know, what about some personal development for everybody who's kind of having a tough time? I promise you, your mindset is everything in this business. I mean, Carly, the fact that you already have 2 customers and you still have 2 weeks, for your goal, you're right on target.
Yeah, it seems about one a week.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah, it's amazing. I haven't gotten a customer yet this month, and it's August 8th. You're doing better than me.
I got my third on like the 29th of the month. And then when it hit the 30th of the month, I was like freaking out. I was like, okay, I'm going to call my mom. She's going to get this product and I'll pay for the first month. And that's exactly what I did because I wanted that LC so bad.
Aw. Well, you don't really want to have to do that. You want people to want the products, right? But
definitely. She fell in love with it and, she paid for the rest. So it's like, it's a win-win.
For people, Jennifer Berg, every morning I make lists. Hey, Jennifer, can you come on and talk? Jennifer is a great example. Jennifer.
Hi, haven't figured this out yet.
There you are. Okay, Jennifer's great. Jennifer's been in the business for about 2 months. Yeah. 2.5 months. She's a busy mom. She's really great. And she has like the greatest attitude. I've never met her in person. She's underneath someone else. But this girl is getting distributors, customers, and honestly, she's got a great attitude. Like whenever I talk to her, she's always thanking me and like, not that she has to thank me. I'm always happy to help. But you guys, your mindset is everything. Like if you are excited and grateful and passionate about what you're doing, you're going to sign people up. Okay, Jennifer, you talk. What are you doing in your business?
Well, I work at a law office, so I work really well with lists. So each night before I go to bed, I make lists of who I want to contact that day, who I need to follow up with that day, what products I want to target that day. I'll also make lists of who I want to put in pictures that day. So if I want to make sure that I put my baby this day so people will look at the pictures a little more, I make lists of everything, which my husband hates. But and then when I wake up, it's the first thing I think about. What product do I want to use first today? Or what time am I going to have my greens? So I guess I'm trying to live it. I'm trying to make sure that I'm using it so that I can tell people how it actually works, how I actually feel using it. And I actually, people that contact me, if they ask me if it actually works or why I like it, the words that I use every time are, the greens are more precious to me than gold.
Oh, wow. I like that.
I love those lines. And I actually last month in a week signed 6 customers on the greens.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome because you love them so much.
I do. Actually, I was diagnosed with a migraine disorder not too long ago, within the last 3 years, and I no longer have to take prescription medication since I started taking those just over 2 months ago.
That's amazing. Yeah, you have to fall in love with the product and the process. It doesn't happen overnight. I know every single person on the team is using products, but maybe like 2 or 3 people. So it's going to be harder for those 2 or 3 people to grow in the business. I remember, you guys, when I first joined, I could not afford to buy all the products. I mean, it's not like we were, struggling and I couldn't, but I was buying, a lot of the products because I really wanted to try them out. I wanted to fall in love with the business. I wanted to do parties and, it changed my business. So if you're not falling in love with, the big picture, don't worry if you haven't gotten your first distributor. Don't worry if you've signed up people and they're not, trying to get involved or they're just not really doing anything. Don't focus on those people. Like, we had a great girl on the team and her team just kind of stopped, and we tried to keep getting her going. And I don't know, I think she might have thrown in the towel, and I feel really bad for that girl because she could be a total rock star with this. But some people, if they have one person quit on their team, they think it's a big deal, but don't even worry about it, So Brandy Harden, I have more people that I didn't know before as my DTs and LCs than I have close friends or family. I send at least 10 friends requests daily and message anywhere from 15 to 30 people a day and follow up with the people that I spoke to the week before. My Facebook friends have went from like 400 people to almost 1,000 in a month just from people friending me and accepting my requests. That's awesome, Brandy. Brandy, are you there? Where are you? I just saw you a minute ago. Hi, Brandy.
Hi.
Okay, Brandy's another one. Literally, I think Brandy, her first day, she was like posting pictures like on the page and getting really everybody excited. Whoa, what's that noise? What's that noise? Brandy?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi.
Yeah, you're super excited. You use the products, and you really want this to happen. So
I love the products.
Yeah. So that's great. So you're really being intentional with what you're doing, and that's going to get you promoting by doing exactly what you're doing.
Well, I try to wake up every morning before I go to work, and I watch, I love your video. I mean, you brought me to tears on one of your videos. You were crying, and I started watching. I started crying. It was just so inspirational. I watch a video every day that would help me from you guys, like my uplines. And I message people every day. I follow up with the ones I've talked to before. And I don't know. I try to do a result picture of myself on whatever product I've taken, just to try and show people, hey, this stuff does work. Because I get a lot of people that I message saying, oh, that's not going to work for me. If it can work for me, it can work for anyone. I used to suffer with my weight. I was obese as a child, and I had a hard time with that. And I had a lot of family and friends that helped me with that. And I just been between the gym and then just trying to eat a little bit better. And then the products, that has all really, really helped me, as far as my confidence level, because I still sometimes wake up every day and I'm like, gosh, I don't want to fall back to the way that I was before. So I don't know, it helps me. So I just kind of try to put that forth on what the other people may be thinking to get them motivated to, to at least give them a try.
That's awesome. Thanks, Brandy.
Me.
Amanda, do you want to say anything, hon? Hi. Yes, you. Okay, you guys, Amanda's a rock star. She's a great story, and she's way too hard on herself.
Okay. Oh no, we're going there. Hey everybody. Look at everyone over there. I guess you live in Canada and half of you are in the States. I think that's so cool. Forgive me, I'm a little naive. I guess I was up between a rock and a hard spot. I battled with health issues for about 14 years. I had an incurable disease, which part of my journey has led me to medicine and natural medicine especially. I actually lost my job in February because of my disease, because I just couldn't work and I couldn't take care of my kids. I've been a single mom for 10 years. So when you can't work and you can't take care of your boys and you can't have your health, what do you do? And then thankfully I ran across Tanis, who I've known since, what is it, 20 years now, Tanis?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We went to school together and we worked at a restaurant together. Yeah.
And I guess I bought the gimmick thinking it was a fad. And then I tried the product and lo and behold, I'm cured, getting more cured, I have to say. My posts are real, and I think
your posts are really good.
Anybody else, what I've realized in this life, attitude is probably the biggest thing that you have to challenge and hurdle. If you can't find the chutzpah to get up every single day and to fight what you have to fight for, then it's going to be even that much more toxic for you. I just say stay positive. Not every day you're going to win, but you sure as hell come a lot further today than you did yesterday, and that's something to be said for. And I think we're all looking for the right people, because we can have a lot of clients that might take the product, but they aren't diligent with it, or they don't care about it, or they're just looking for that gimmick. And honestly, because my health means everything, I don't want people who are only half-assed. I want people who are committed. I want people who are plugged in, because I just have a goal so much bigger than it works in a sense, because I just want to make a difference for all those moms, for all the babies who we carry forward, and for anybody who suffers and have those issues, just to get onto another level and to a better day. Because trust me, 14 years of hell, this is a cakewalk compared to what I've gone through. So just keep on going and stay positive and reach out and just don't take anything personally, because really.
And Amanda, you honestly, you have so many customers. Like, how many customers do you have right now?
Shit, girl, I don't even know how to check my reports. I tell the other people that. But
I can look. I can go find out how many you have. But you guys, Amanda has so many customers. Like, and she has distributors. And like, I said to her, you guys, honestly, I wish every distributor I signed up got the big picture. But unfortunately, that's not the case. People can come around too. And again, there's been people I wanted this so bad for, and then they just gave up on themselves. And like Amanda said, your attitude is everything. Like, there's some girls that are even on here that every single person who's on here right now is freaking awesome. And just you guys showing up to these are really going to help you. Cause honestly, my upline, I really wanted to be at where my upline was. I wanted to be making over $20,000 a month. I wanted to do, and so I listened to her. She told me to get on something. She told me to do a wrap party, or she told me to get on the phone with people, or she told me to do, belly to belly people and be consistent with my business. I did every single thing she told me to. And, I'm going to be Presidential Diamond right away. And it took me, a year and a half in the business to be making almost $20,000 a month. I mean, again, like you guys, that doesn't happen unless you are, working your business. It doesn't matter if it took you a year to go diamond or you get to diamond in 3 months. I mean, I got there quickly, but then it took me longer to get to double. Chelsea, got to diamond in like how many months? 8 months. But then she got to double right away. Robin, Victoria, all these other diamonds who are coming up, everyone has their own time. I mean, Robin's going to go double, Victoria's going to go double. All of you guys can be diamonds. And, once you get to ruby, you can go diamond. So if you can learn how to go ruby, you can go diamond. And when you start getting to emerald and diamond, that's when you really start making a great income. So, just hang on tight and trust the process, trust every day that people are watching you and you're making a difference. And, like I said, the only people who don't do well in this business are the ones that quit. You know, Stephanie Dunn said something great in Florida. And then I'm just going to say a couple of things, guys, and then we can wrap this up. Ha ha ha. But, you know, Stephanie Dunn said this one thing at conference. It's not that people won't, what did she say? It's not that I do that people can't do this. It's not that people can't do what we do. It's just that a lot of people aren't willing to put in the work, you know? If you really want to make $10,000 a month, you can do it. I've seen people get there quick. I've seen sidelines and people in this business who, amazing stories, you guys. And it's all the people that really need the money. Like, you have to have a big why. I needed the money. I really had to make this work. I didn't have another job. I didn't want to go, you know, back to work after mat leave. So I made it happen. If you're comfortable where you are and, you know, you don't care if it takes you 2 years to go Ruby, then that's fine, right? But if you really want to do well with this, stay plugged in, show up. You know, if your upline is recommending you do something, I would listen to them. I still, you know, Jackie's one of my, you know, close friends and mentor, and anything she ever told me to do, I did, you know? So listen to what your upline's doing, follow what they're doing. If you want to make 5 figures a month, you can do it. I hope all of us, I want all of us to be there. You know, it's not all rainbows and glitter. We all know that. There's some days I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky that I have this opportunity. And you know what? My brother makes fun of me that I do this and I'm a scam. But you know what? There's almost over 2,500 people on my downline. If I didn't say yes to this, none of us would be here. I mean, you guys would probably be on somewhere else. You know, you guys could have joined another team, right? But we are all here for a reason. And I really appreciate, Amanda, your little guy's waving. They're both waving. But I really appreciate all you guys showing up tonight. I like these Zoom calls. It's really great staying connected. And does anyone else have anything they want to say quickly before we shut her down?
I have one question. It's Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. Okay, so what you said earlier about selling the wraps without commitment, how do you do that? Through PayPal?
Cash.
Cash? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I meet on Instagram, I mean, again, I really don't, I've sent people wraps and everything if they really don't want to commit. But honestly, I get people signed up as loyal customers. I prefer to do that because that's how you're going to build your residual income.
Right.
Whether you want the fast starts, whether you want that income, you know, for your customers, your distributors, that's number one. But again, I usually sell 1 to 2 boxes a month. In Canada, you can sell them for $140. In the US, you can sell them for $100 a box. So, and again, it's fine selling someone a box of wraps. If they live like in another city and you want to send them to them, you can do that if you want. I mean, I don't really like to get involved in doing stuff like that, but I meet a lot of people on Instagram that I just get them to be signed up as customers.
Right.
Or you can work on them as distributors too. That's another thing, you guys. Always offer the opportunity. Like, that is a huge thing. If you have happy customers, I mean, I've had customers who I didn't even think were even happy with their products and they want to join as distributors. So, I mean, stay connected with your customers. That's the biggest thing I like to do is convert my customers to distributors. So get them excited, stay connected with them, make sure they're being consistent with their products. And remember, we all started in the same place. You know, took me 30 days to get my 4 customers. The distributors I first signed up never did anything. And then I finally had people that came in and wanted to work the business. So if you're just starting out with your business and you know you don't have your huge customer or distributor base yet, don't even worry about it. Stay connected, work with your upline. And Misty's not there anymore. That's okay. I'll message Misty. But again, you have to be using the products. You have to be loving the products. That doesn't mean you have to spend, you know, millions of dollars a month on products, but fall in love with 1 or 2 products and that's all you need, you know? So thanks everybody. I can't even talk. Thanks everyone for showing up tonight. And I appreciate you guys all showing up. There was like 50 of us on here at one point, 49 people. That's awesome.
Oh,
Thanks,
God.
Aw. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Tanis.
Bye.